Welcome to episode 5 of LinguaFox, your shortcut to fluent speech. I'm your host, Abbas Salahshour. Today's topic may ruffle some feathers, but it needs to be said. We are pulling back the curtain on something that's holding millions of learners back: outdated, ineffective English teaching practices and the institutions that profit from your slow progress. If you've been studying English for years, passed tests, collected certificates, but still can't speak and express yourself fluently, this episode is for you. Let's dive into 6 harsh truths about how English is being taught wrong and what you can do to finally break free and start making some real progress. So let's dive in. For decades, English classes have obsessed over grammar, verb tenses, conditionals, passive voice. You know the drill. The reasons why this fails is because learners know the rules on paper, but can't use them fluently in conversation. Overanalysis kills confidence. You pause, you hesitate, and you overthink every sentence. The solution? Well, grammar should be learned in context, through exposure, not memorization, through practical application and meaningful use, and not robotic repetition of old structures. Learn chunks such as, I've been meaning to, it doesn't make sense, or, would you mind? Speak first, analyze later. Please, grammar is a tool, not the goal. Speaking from experience, I can say that memorizing endless word lists is a badge of honor in many classrooms. But how many of those words can you actually use? And the reason why this mindset and this practice fails is because vocabulary is taught in isolation, disconnected from real life use. And you end up knowing a word's meaning, but not how to use it naturally. And that's the thing that stresses you out. The way to fix that problem once and for all is to learn words and phrases and real-life situations. By watching authentic series, listening to podcasts, watching YouTube videos that are produced by native speakers for native speakers. And that's a real game changer. Choose and use vocabulary that fits your goals, whether that's travel, work, or daily life. And create stories, associations, and emotions around new words. Your brain remembers what it finds meaningful. And what you learn should be emotionally rich for you to be able to remember it. Listening to podcasts, watching movies and series, reading books and newspapers. These are amazing for comprehension. But if you're not speaking or writing, you are just passively absorbing. The reasons why this fails is because without output, you don't train your brain to retrieve language. It's like reading about swimming but never getting into the pool. And the solution could be that every time you learn something new, use it immediately. Say it out loud, write it down, record yourself, teach it to someone. Make language active, or it won't become part of you. In many classrooms, mistakes are punished, or at least silently judged. And this way, learners become afraid of trying. The reasons why this fails is because fear leads to silence, and silence leads to no fluency. If you're scared of speaking, you'll never develop real communication skills. You might be wondering what the solutions are. Well, in fact, you need to change the environment. Learn with people who celebrate mistakes and learn from them. Treat mistakes as feedback, not failure. Speak first, correct later. You learn fastest by messing up. And always keep in mind that making mistakes is a natural part of the learning process. Most learners still translate everything in their heads, from their native language to English. This slows everything down. And the reasons why this fails is because you will always be one step behind in real conversations. Thinking in another language blocks fluency. There are a number of solutions for that. You need to practice thinking in English every day, even in small ways. And to do that, you need to imagine that you don't know any other language except English, or the language you're learning. That way, you shut the doors on your native language, interfering with your process of learning the new language. Narrate your actions. Like, I'm brushing my teeth. I'm going for a walk. Use simple language to talk to yourself in English. It builds fluency from the inside. And now it's time to talk about the business of never letting you graduate. Let's be brutally honest. Many language institutes are not built to help you succeed quickly. They are built to keep you coming back. They are built to keep you enrolled. They wrap you in a cycle, or better put, loop of never-ending classes, grammar-heavy syllabi, and pointless certifications. So you feel like you're making progress, even when you're stuck at the same level year after year. Here's the truth. If you've been learning English for 3+ years and still can't hold a fluent, confident conversation about your life, something is seriously wrong. And it's not you, it's the system. They keep feeding you outdated textbook dialects like, "Excuse me, sir, where is the nearest telephone booth?" Meanwhile, real conversations are happening online, in cafes, on podcasts, and voice messages, and you are left out. It's not a school, it's a business model built on your slow progress. Many institutes don't measure their success by your fluency. They measure it by how long they can keep you enrolled. What's the fix? Quit artificial, fake English. If no one says it in real life, stop learning it. Stop postponing speaking. Fluency only comes from messy, imperfect, real-world communication. Follow independent voices, teachers, tutors, YouTubers, podcasters who live in the language, not just teach it from a whiteboard. And if your institute hasn't made you a confident speaker after years of effort, walk away. You're not quitting that way. You are taking back control. Just a quick recap of what we talked about today. Grammar is a tool, not the main course. Vocabulary is power, but only when it's usable. Input is important, but without output, it's incomplete. Mistakes are not the enemy. They are a natural part of the learning process. Thinking in English is your fluency superpower. And many institutes are built to keep you dependent, not fluent. And my challenge for you: identify one broken habit from today's episode and replace it with a smarter one today. Subscribe to LinguaFox for weekly truths, tools, and tips to help you speak better and more fluently. Until next time, keep learning, keep speaking, and keep reclaiming your language journey. Stay safe.